Why wait for my boyfriend to come home when I can do it myself?
My head. What if I get under it?
It should not be this hard to move a mattress. At this point, just wait for him to get to the house.
This video is for the girlies, actually anyone who has never changed their own oil before but is confident that they can do it on their own. Let's get started. It's a jack, but then I found these at my parents' house and I'm gonna use that instead. Scratch that, car's too low. Gotta use the jack. My arms are dead. All right, I got some. I don't know if any of these are gonna work, but we're gonna try. Okay, this might be dumb, but does it go clockwise or counterclockwise? I would think counterclockwise, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, but this is ridiculous. I'm pissed. I'm back home. I asked my neighbor to come, my mom's neighbor, to come and see if he could get the screw off. And he couldn't get it off either. So it's not just me. And now it's stripped from trying to get it off. That's how tightly it was screwed on. So I just wasted 2 hours of time on something that was supposed to take 20 minutes. And I know I could do it if I could just get that screw off.
The unfortunate thing here is that you'll probably have to take it to one of those oil change places and rely on a man to do it for you, unfortunately, for your independent woman ego. So I watched this video all the way through, and even before she got to her neighbor helping her out, she had already stripped the bolt. But you know what? I won't be too hard on her. Kudos for trying.
So that moment when you buy a house that 99% of the outlets don't have a ground wire, the only one with a ground wire is in the bathroom, which that's good at least. So the inspector told you to replace everything with GFICs, so you can essentially add a ground without running a ground wire, which not technically the right way to do it, but it's a way to do it that's safe. Okay, cool. So you go to do that. Turn the breaker off, change out the outlets, turn the breaker back on. Nothing works. Crap. Okay. Turn the breaker back off, take everything out, check the wiring. Wiring's good. Huh? You check the switch for the light. You didn't touch the light. The light's not turning on. Okay. Like even with the breaker on. Okay. So you have to call your mom, who's with your grandfather on her side. He says you probably need to replace the breaker. So now you have to wait for your mom's friend to hopefully come help you change the breaker because you can't change a breaker.
So the caption here was, all of this happened after I was telling my daughter how we are strong, independent women who can do this stuff on our own. Ooh. There's no better way to eat your words. Just be humble. You can't do all of this on your own. What are these ladies out here doing? This doesn't look super difficult. It looks like a piece of sheetrock, and I'm not really sure how she let it fall on her like that. You win some, you lose some.
In my car, I'm gonna be pissed. Maybe we should back your car. Go back with your car now. We did it! I saved the day.
Please explain to me, why is it that some women insist on paying for men? It's like they already had the queen position and they want to go for the peasant position. And I don't get it. I mean, I don't even think it's about who can make money or who cannot make money these days anymore. I actually have the theory that women can make money more easily than men, especially because we attract instead of chasing, you know, feminine energy. But again, why? Why do you do this? What are you trying to prove? Like, there is no need for you to show the world that you can make money. Like, men already know this. Men know that women are effing smart. So stop it. Stop paying for men.
It's crazy. They want a man to cater to them, but they don't want to cater to a man. How dare you pay for tickets to a game or take him out on a date, buy him dinner? How dare you nurture him? Ladies, don't listen to this. Take care of your man.
Something bad just happened. So when I have stuff like paper towels and toilet paper, for this instance, it was my pillow. I throw it up to my balcony. I threw it on the fucking roof.
You thought you were an independent queen and got humbled real quick. That's usually the way it happens. We all need to understand that we can't do everything. And apparently there's some women in the comments that understand they need help as well. It's good they got the point sooner rather than later.
It's International Women's Day. My husband planned a little date night. Don't know what we're doing though, but I'm excited.
So, I spent... Let me start off by saying, don't ask me to be your handyman lesbian girlfriend ever. I spent like 2 hours in figuring out, thinking I'm missing a whole piece on this. Yeah, like, this is a power drill I just went and spent $100 on, right? Turns out you gotta twist it. You gotta twist it, right? I'm like sitting here, I'm looking at the bars, I'm like, I'm missing a whole piece. Like, where's the f***ing thingy on the power drill? But, burnt the out of my thumb, bro. Trying to drill? I stripped the out of this groove, trying to...
I'm not even going to make the argument for needing a man. I'm just going to say YouTube. Does YouTube not exist anymore?
Mama raised
Nah, you're probably right. Slipping and sliding on snow is not for the faint of heart. And I know your behind is hurting after falling on that snow.
Against a Kaka strong, independent woman.
Hello. Hello. Dili ka ng...
I mean, if I have to ask you 7 times to do it, I'm just gonna do it myself.
How's that working out for you?
Actually, pretty good. Stronger than I look. Who says I need Trevor's help anyway? Sorry, Trevor, I did it by myself.
Good job.
She about to tear up that whole house doing it, knocking all the paint off the walls. The way he had his hands on his hips let you know he was fed up.
Watch me terribly fail at a TikTok DIY.
So this is me attempting to change my shower head. This is me realizing that I couldn't do it. So I called my grandma to help, but she couldn't either. But Kevin came to rescue us, and this is water spilling all over him because I forgot to cut it off. This is me and Claudia attempting to help him. And this is how it came out. We actually really loved it. Go get y'all on Amazon.
When I said I was an independent woman, I meant like I can pay my own bills. I didn't mean I wanted to shovel my driveway in between doubles. I did not put that on my resume for being a bad...
Tried to be an independent woman.
Yeah, he's saying. Do you need help? Do you need help with that?
How embarrassing. The screen came up.
Why do women want to be independent in a relationship?
That's me.
Well, what is in the yo?
What do you mean
like,
independent? Like, define that for me, because I don't
define
understand.
it
Because
again.
I want a soft life. I don't know what the.
Okay, so Taylor, are you an independent woman? Okay, so
I do for myself.
okay, now when you're in a relationship, do you still believe you're an independent woman?
Yes.
Why?
Just because he's here doesn't mean I'm not still doing for myself.
I didn't say you're not doing it for yourself.
But that's what I'm thinking of.
But when you're an independent woman, you're independent of everyone else. You're on an island to yourself. Like you said, you do for yourself, you handle yourself, you're to yourself. But once you're in a relationship, you no longer have to do for yourself in the manner of which you did.
I disagree. Go ahead. Are men independent in a relationship?
No.
Yeah, you're right. Because y'all dependent. And oftentimes women in relationships, based off my experience now, and then seeing other people's relationships, like you really have to, like he can depend on me, but can I depend on him?
Right.
Like I have to independently do a lot of things.
No,
for
I
myself.
disagree with y'all. You can't be in a relationship and be independent. It don't.
what's
The
your
definition of
definition?
independent means just you. So how you doing that with somebody else? It's not
Look it up
possible.
exactly. Because
Yeah,
I
look
feel
up the
like
etymology
I don't
of
feel like
independent.
it's
That's crazy. One of the points she tried to make was, are y'all dependent in a relationship? Sort of as a got you. Then it was like, no, we're not independent in relationships as men. We depend on our lady. Oh yeah, you do. You right, you do. Yes. So maybe you should do the same for your man. Again, nobody's telling you you have to depend on this man for your happiness, peace, joy, love, all of that. If you want to go shopping or do whatever, y'all should have the space to talk about that, but just don't go crazy because y'all are supposed to be in a relationship. If you ain't married to him yet, then you can pretty much do whatever you want. But if you're married, then some of that autonomy goes away. That's what you signed up for. I'm trading in my complete autonomy for companionship. Independent women like to outsource their companionship and get as close to love as they can without having to take the cons or the downsides of that love or that relationship. Society is teaching these independent women that they can have the best of everything with none of the consequences. Absolutely not, ma'am. You need to understand what's going on, what you bring to the relationship, what he needs, what you need, and see how you both can work together. He should be doing the same thing. Sure, there's going to be a lot of back and forths in the beginning because you're independent, he's independent, you've been doing your own thing, he's been doing his own thing. But at some point in time, much of that should smooth out in a way that you come to an understanding of who that person is and accept, okay, I can change this, but I can't change that. And accept him for who he is, and he should do the same. But one of the things you have to do at first is drop the boss babe attitude, period. But hey, that's just my opinion. To the next video, I'm out.